it pains me to think that there's people there, Westmead Public Hospital, Princess Mary Cancer Centre there, hundreds literally every day. And here we've got, the likes of Professor Nagriel, expert from Sydney University, dishing out chemotherapy like this. They haven't got a chance. Journal of Clinical Oncology stated, it's not my opinion, they've stated chemotherapy doesn't work 97% of the time. And the side effects are horrendous. Death, what more do you want? At the meeting with Professor Nagriel 2 weeks before Christmas, on the 16th of December 2020, Professor Nagriel has given me a chit to go to PRP for CT scans, injected dye, and later on a lung biopsy sent by his Nagriel's cohort. I was sent there by Nagriel's cohort, the surgeon, Dr. Nimelin Pathmanathan. Here, Dr. Nagriel, or Professor Nagriel, or whatever you want to call him, expert oncologist, he's written out that I've been chemotherapy 3 to 6 months. Folfox chemotherapy every 2 weeks. It's derived from mustard gas. Plus/minus surgery depending on progress. We can imagine the progress. Would need a port device surgically installed in the chest. And there's more to it, and 4 hours a week in the hospital itself for more chemotherapy. And I asked Professor Nagriel about tablets. He said, no, this is the only way. He said, if you don't do this, you're going to be dead in months. So just beware of medical experts, and beware of health ministers, health and research ministers like Brad Hazzard and his corrupt government. This is the Folfox regimen that Professor Nagriel was going to put me on. As I said, it's involves having a surgical procedure to put a port in your chest near your heart for 48 hours a week, 2 days a week, non-stop. You carry a bag full of chemotherapy and a pump, pumping it into your bloodstream. And you can hear it pumping. Imagine that for 48 hours a week, pumping in there. It's not just your hair falling out, you feel as crook as rookwood. Some people die on the first dose. These people there at Westmead Hospital are very cruel. I begged them for medicinal cannabis. I begged Professor Nagriel and Dr. Claire Sachalski, the palliative care doctor. I begged them for medicinal cannabis. They got it there. Sydney University is doing a so-called trial with this. That's where Nagriel's a professor there. They want me to take narcotics instead. They're very cruel. I've complained to the Health and Research Minister, asking him to begged him for some medicinal cannabis. He just basically told me to get lost. Didn't even say that. Same I complained to Gladys Berejiklian, ex-Premier, and to Dominic Perrottet. And if they had cancer, they'd be taking the medicinal cannabis, and they wouldn't be taking Folfox. You wouldn't be in your right mind to take Folfox. Thursday, the 20th of January, 2022. medical experts can kill you. I was a patient at the corrupt Westmead Public Hospital, a teaching hospital for Sydney University. I was under Sydney University Professor Adnan Nagriel's care at Westmead Public Hospital. I found out that Professor Nagriel would not take his own medicine / poison, yet he pressured me to take it. From the 16th of December 2020, the day I met with Professor Nagriel, to the next booked appointment in February 2021, all over Christmas and all that time, I was anxious about the situation, horrible situation Professor Nagriel put me into. Before that, I was okay and accepted that I would die soon with stage 4 cancer. However, the February appointment, prearranged by Professor Nagriel, failed. He failed to show. He took a sickie. COVID symptoms, I understand. He could have done a Skype interview with me. In his place, I met with Dr. Chris Malloy and spoke at length with Dr. Malloy, very good doctor. Dr. Malloy was also disappointed that Professor Nagriel did not show up for the appointment. I was not surprised that Professor Nagriel never showed up after the December 2020 appointment last year, where he walked out the meeting his office red-faced. I myself can unequivocally say, had I taken the expert's advice, Professor Nagriel's advice, I would be dead and would have suffered horrendously. Wouldn't be here pretty healthy and making movies, and I'd be 6 foot under dead, suffering with that Folfox chemotherapy. I've complained to the New South Wales Health and Research Minister of all things, Research Minister Brad Hazzard, and he's just bullied me. Same with Gladys Berejiklian and Dominic Perrottet. I've been bullied ever since. So just a warning about medical experts and their medicine, that they won't take their so-called medicine therapy. It's poison. What they wanted to give me was mustard gas. Thanks for watching.